Welcome back, everybody. It's May 22nd. I'm Jerry Hall, and here's the view from Costa Rica. A quick peek at the markets. Not pretty. However, I wanted to start today off with a quick shout out to Tony from Thinking Crypto. He's been doing a full court press, getting incredible guests to interview. I want to just briefly touch on this interview from Carolyn Bowler. She's the CEO of BTC Markets. Now, it was a good interview. This is a very passionate woman. She's very likable, very charismatic, very pragmatic in doing her job. One of the little nuggets that came from this particular interview, which I think is very, very important, is she talked about her XRP volume going up at a 5% rate per recording period, and I believe that was a week. 5% a week. This is wonderful news. Anytime there is an ODL partner that is showing growth in their ODL corridors, it is a tangible measure, not only for you and I, the XRP investor, but for other participants in the RippleNet ecosystem. And I'll throw one more caveat in there. It is a tangible metric for every FI and banking institution that is considering joining RippleNet. Very powerful stuff. But that really wasn't the focus of today's video, folks. I want to draw your attention to the headline of this particular article. Ripple, third most valuable cryptocurrency, gets approval from the US for money transfers. Boy, that sure is an attractive little title for an article, isn't it? Unfortunately, we are in a world where we are constantly being misled. Some would call it deceived. I call it poor marketing. However, it got me to click. I read the article. I found it interesting. What they are actually talking about here is the fact that, and let's go to here, that the Bureau of Consumer Financial Protection has mentioned Ripple and XRP, so not just the messaging platform, but the actual digital currency XRP, appeared to work well for the direction of cross-border payments going forward. But is there an actual regulation that they're making the statement from, these particular journalists that are using headlines like this right here? The answer is no. But here is the actual silver lining in this. The Bureau of Consumer Financial Protection has this particular action, right? A rule change that they want to do. And they have the request for this proposal for public comment. Now, I'm leaving this on the screen. This is very important because this is where you and I come into play. We can go down and we can actually submit an email as part of our public comment on this rule change. Well, I can guarantee you, folks, I will be crafting an email in support of the use of a digital asset, XRP specifically, as it pertains to fast, secure, and transparent transmission of value from the US dollar to a foreign currency. We have a voice, and it is time for us to use it. I will put a link in the description of this video, not only with this particular email address, but to this particular document so that you can read it for yourself and decide how to craft your comment. This is good stuff, folks. This is extremely encouraging. There's also another way, and I'm not saying do one or the other. I suggest doing both, and I'm talking about letting the consumerfinance.gov Twitter handle, which is the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau's Twitter account, let them know what you want. Again, the numbers will all be referenced on this document here. So when you're crafting a tweet, make sure that you're using the correct docket numbers and RIN numbers as it pertains to your comments. But the best way is the email. That is the best way to address this. I'm extremely encouraged. I hope you're extremely encouraged and not too discouraged by misleading journalism. It's a shame that this is where we're at, but this is where we're at, folks, and that's why we need each other to sift through the noise, get to the reality, and do what we can to move forward. That's enough for me, folks. And until next time, from Costa Rica, Pura Vida.